Video I want to talk about how the more you do something, the better you get at it, which is pretty obvious, but it's worth stating, I think, a little bit because even in my like low production quality style of video that I'm making here with you guys, where, I'm not even making a thumbnail, I'm not like doing anything fancy, I'm using my iPhone's front facing camera basically to just like mount it somewhere and start talking to you guys. I just want to let you guys know that the more you do things, the more that you will get better at it. And it's something that I think people need to hear because you'll start off anything and it's so uncomfortable because you just feel like you don't have your bearings about you, whether you're like going to the gym or you're starting an instrument or whatever it is you're doing. But really you just have to show up and put the thing in front of you and do it again and again and again. And it's almost like your subconscious will start to pick up on the little things that matter, on the little things that you could be improving, on just the little techniques that can kind of like put you into place a little bit better. So for instance, with this video, I just made one before this and I'm kind of like reviewing it and stuff. And I'm going to still upload it. And I think that's another big thing is you just kind of like, you don't want to let perfect be the enemy of great, which is really important. So I'm still going to upload this old video, but you start to kind of just pick up on these things like, okay, like maybe I kind of left the fan on in the car or something like that, right? And you can kind of hear the wind blowing and stuff, and it's like it makes the video a little bit worse. Or it's like, all right, this video that I uploaded before, it did a little bit better, and maybe it was like the background was a little bit better or something, or maybe I was like in a different setting, so I was like speaking a little bit more confidently because I'm not worried about like random people buzzing around me or something when I'm outside like that. But the point is that no matter what you're doing, even if it is like not like a high production thing, something where it's like you wouldn't necessarily feel like there's all this room for improvement, what you'll start to realize is that there is room for improvement in just about everything. Like if you go and you start hitting the heavy bag, it seems pretty simple, right? Like you throw like a 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, and you're like, how much better can I just throw a jab and like a right cross, right? Like how much better can you do that? But there's like so many little subtle things that you improve over time that, yeah, you will make large improvements. You'll kind of figure out how to like snap that jab in just the right way, and you'll figure out how to like pivot your body to throw the right, and just these little things that it's like you're not even really mentally considering, you'll start to pick up on. And for instance, in this video right now, like these videos I'm making are kind of like far from like optimal, right? But I'm just showing up, I'm just putting the content out there, I'm just talking, and I'm just kind of like getting my bearings, I'm getting a feel for it. So in this case, for me, something I'm starting to realize a lot is just if I'm going to make videos like this where it's not very high production, something that I'm trying to focus on more and more is just like the clearness of the way that I'm speaking, the conciseness of the way that I'm speaking, like my tonality of my voice. And those are the things that like I can improve that is obvious to me right now. Maybe it's other stuff. Maybe it's like lighting or something. Maybe it's like, I'm trying to look more presentable in the camera because that honestly probably makes people want to click more. You just start to see these little things that pop up the more you do something. It doesn't matter what it is. You could be like the guy who works in like a construction site and you are like laying the bricks, or you're putting like the caulking up on the on the side of the what's it called, the trim or whatever. And you just, the more you do it, you start to learn the little subtle techniques. Or whether you're going to the gym, the more you're lifting weights, you start to like be hitting the bench press, and kind of like right where the best stretch is, and like more and more just how to like activate like your pecs or your back when you're doing like pull-ups and stuff. And I guess the point of this video and what I'm trying to say is just keep showing up and keep giving yourself the opportunity to get better at the thing that you're trying to get better at, the thing that you're trying to do. Just kind of keep showing up and lay it down for that day. Do what you can. And when you do it, you don't even need to consciously think about like, oh, how can I get better? What did I do here? You don't even need to consciously really think about it. You will subconsciously start to analyze. Like, it'll just pop up in your mind automatically, and you'll be like, oh, I could have probably done this. I could have probably done that. Or at least let me try that next time. Let me see how that goes. Okay, maybe that actually wasn't the way to do it. Okay, actually that worked really well. And yeah, the key to it is just to keep showing up and keep laying it down, and realize that like achieving proficiency in something takes a lot of time, and we're in such a short-term, like, instant gratification world that it's hard for people to really think in terms of years and in terms of like thousands of repetitions. But like, I have a pretty decent physique. I'm not gonna say like I have like this insane physique, but like I've never really taken like drugs or anything like that to get like insanely jacked or whatever. But what I have done is I've gone to the gym over and over and over and over and over again. I've gone on the days where, I don't feel like going. I've gone on the days where I do feel like going. I've gone on the days where I feel confident. I've gone on the days where I don't feel confident. And I've just done it over and over and over again. It's the same thing if you're like becoming a black belt in jiu-jitsu. You go on the days where you feel good, you go on the days where you don't, and you just put in like thousands of repetitions, and it's just becomes a subconscious part of your mind that starts to process the information, and it makes you better, and it almost just happens like a natural process. So anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about in this one. I shut the fan off in the car, so the audio is better. The only problem with that is it's starting to turn into a sauna in here. So good to talk to you all. If you enjoyed the content, like and subscribe, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.